All right, guys. Happy 2021. I'm doing this on the first day of the new year. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Load game. Today we're going to be looking at kind of the end game of Xenonauts Insane Ironman. So this is what it kind of looks like here. You see we've got Operation Endgame all unlocked. That was a huge pain to do. It's currently October 9th of 1980 in the game. Now looking at our base, we've got a bunch of Marauders and a Valkyrie. Second base, pretty much same deal, a bunch of Marauders, got some leftover Foxtrots, got my Shrike left over because I was thinking about putting together a second Xenonauts team, but I didn't end up doing it. We've got all of our satellites all maxed out, we've got lab space over here, we've got living quarters, we've got a storeroom, we've got our plasma batteries, which are super important. And over here at our third base, we've just kind of got, it's the smallest base of all. We got two Marauders and some Foxtrots, which really seems to kind of, be working out for us. I'll go ahead and build another hangar, maybe two other hangars. I mean, we've got money to spare. Look, over there we've got our funds, like $7 million, so we're doing just fine here. The thing about Xenonauts is you have to be incredibly aggressive in the early game until you get those Marauders, and then once you get those Marauders, you're kind of uh, you can kind of sit back and do what you want to an extent. So let's take a look at our soldiers that we have here. So we've got our Predator armor, we've got our Singularity cannon over there. We just researched mag weaponry. Took me a long time on this game. I just wasn't getting the alien battle rifle that I needed. Um, and that was kind of my fault because I don't tend to go through with Cesian carrier or battleship missions unless the leader is already dead. If the leader's dead, then I'll go through with the mission because you don't have to deal with all that mind control stuff. But I mean, if the leader's not dead, I generally just kind of you know scrap it and come back at a later time. But so we got a couple heavies there. They got their singularity cannons. Um, what do you guys think about those singularity cannons? I mean, should I have two of those? I don't really know. Um, I got two of them and I kind of put them in there, but I mean they're really dangerous. I mean you can basically wipe out your entire squad with a miss with one of those. So what do you guys think about that? So we got some snipers over here. We'll be upgrading those to mag pretty soon. We got our heavy. Got those plasma casters. We'll be upgrading those to mag casters. And we got another sniper. We got some shields, and we got a couple riflemen down here at the end. I usually use a Hyperion hover tank, but those are being built right now. Oh, looks like we got one, so maybe I will put that on the next mission. But I just wanted to do a couple little end game style missions, and then finally launch into the Operation End game, since that's something that a lot of people don't get to see on Ironman Impossible. It took me a long time to do it. One of the reasons why it took me so long to do it was that I kept running into this issue with my game save files, where it would load to about 98% and it would just stop and it would completely just you couldn't load it. Wouldn't happen. So what I finally did to fix that was I moved my game save file. It was saved on my E drive. I moved it to my C drive, and that fixed it. So if you had that issue, there might be something to look into for you. So let's go ahead and see what kind of aliens we have popping up over here. Oh, there you go. There's one. 473. UFO 473. Let's oh yeah, got some issues there with my my Marauder and my Foxtrots. Let's send a couple Marauders after him. Let's do the same thing here. Let's send some of those Foxtrots over there. This guy, do we have a Foxtrot? Yeah, there we go. You can hit that guy. Okay, let's send a couple of those Marauders. Oh, alright. Let's send 3 Marauders over to that guy. Let's see, we got any? Yeah, we got some Marauders there. Let's send those up there. And okay, we're just going to have to leave those to their own devices for a minute. Okay, Marauder. Now these are pretty easy. If you have Marauders and Plasma Blasters and Fusion Torpedoes, then all you really have to do is put your boost on, bam, and you are done. Easy peasy. The battleships are not going to be quite that easy. I'm going to tail until overland just because I want to farm some scouts. There we go. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Okay, so let's go ahead and well, let's tail first. And then let's oh man, Marauder. You know, I'm just gonna auto resolve that. I don't really care too much. There you go. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Now let's see if we can take this guy down. We put our boost on. Okay. So we're going to want to strafe behind him as much as we possibly can. A lot of strafing. Very important. Okay, finally. Yeah, those battleships are no joke. No joke at all. Okay, so let's see if we can do something about this guy. I'll wait for them to get to 100%. Okay, I think we can do that. There you go. Now we need to get a couple Marauders to take care of these guys. Okay, we can do that. Let's go ahead and get these two. I think they can do it. Well, it looks like all we've got for this mission is that scout. So let's do it, guys. Let's take a scout with an endgame party. How does that sound? Okay, Hyperion hover tank is finished. So let's start working on. We're gonna need 2 precision mags. Oh, nah, man, that's not good. Yeah, every time I record, it does this thing where it just it only understands 1 or 99. So I'll do that off camera. I'll get those mags off camera. Okay, so let's head on over. Now, this is one thing about scouts. I feel like even at the end game, you usually want to try to farm scouts if you can, if for no other reason than, the stat bonuses. I think that's a good thing to do. Okay, that's weird over there. I feel like every time I record, I run into these weird uh, little issues, weird little quasi bugs that don't come up in the base game. But that is all right. All right, so we don't really need all these shields, probably. So, if you play this game and you're not bringing extra shields on the real missions, you probably should be because they are a lifesaver, absolute lifesaver. You run out of one shield, you just go back and get another one. Oh, there he goes. That was easy. Let's get our shields out here, see what they can see. There he is. Alright, so we've got eyes on two of them. Let's see if we can do anything about that. Well, not that guy. Let's see if one of the other snipers can do anything. Okay, 92%. There we go, got him. That's what happens when you hit a Cesian blue shirt with a plasma weapon. Okay, let's try that again. Nope, not that one. Did not pan out that way. Okay. Now, one thing to keep in mind is even on little scout missions, when you've got a fully party like this, you really don't want to get careless because these guys can still do some damage, and you really don't want to lose like a captain or even a sergeant to to a scout mission. I've done it before, and it is not fun. I don't think I'll be using these plasma casters in this particular fight. Not plasma casters, these singularity cannons in this fight, because that is just a little bit too dangerous for me. Oh. See, that's exactly what I was telling you about. You still can be hurt by these little guys, even in your crazy super expensive armor. So now we got some stuff to deal with here. Yeah, we could use that singularity cannon. There you go, why not? And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Singularity cannon on a Cesian. That's what happens. Let's see if we can get up here and kind of get eyes on this guy a little bit more. Oh, okay, there's one in the house as well, and he wasn't killed by the singularity cannon. Okay. 95%. Oh, alright, alright, he's still alive. Okay. 55%. Nope, not that one. And not that one either. Okay. Well, that is the way it goes sometimes. I'm going to kind of get this guy back a little bit now because I don't really want him to be getting shot anymore. Okay, there we go. That got him. Now for this guy. Okay, let's see. How many do we need for a flashbang? 38? No, that's probably not going to work. Let's see. We still got that singularity cannon? Not at that range. Not at that range, ladies and gentlemen. Way too dangerous. Well, let's go ahead and find out what we can do about this. Okay, we got a smoke grenade, so let's throw a smoke grenade. And let's kind of get everybody back here. Alright, let's see what this guy does. Alright, where are you? Where'd you go? Alright, there's a... Okay, where'd he get off to? He's upstairs, okay. He is upstairs. So let's get over there. Let's see, do I have a shot on him? No. But I'll bet my heavies do. Oh, not quite. This is he's in a weird little position here. So let's go ahead and get on up here and see what we can do about this guy. Okay. Now there may be... Yeah, we're probably going to have to get back farther than that. Alright, well, let's get our snipers back a little bit farther. We could get everybody out of the house and then just blast it with a singularity cannon. And that might be the way we end up going. But let's see if we can do this by more conventional means first. And it turns out we can. So just a little tap tap. And there he goes. Okay, so now we gotta go take the ship. So again, for me, I still feel like it is beneficial to farm scouts in the late game. Just kind of not only for well, yeah, not so much for the resources because we're doing really good on resources right now. We don't need those. Um, there was a point in this game where I had a late game party wipe and I lost everything. I lost my Hyperion hover tank. I lost 6 suits of Sentinel armor. I lost 2 suits of Predator armor. I lost all the weapons. and I lost a bunch of very high level soldiers as well. So that was really rough, and it took a while to come back from that. But again, for me, Xenonauts is one of those games where you're gonna have those late game wipes. It's gonna happen. So you really have to just kind of grit your teeth and just kind of get through it. And what I started doing when that happened was just farming scouts, because that's one of the only thing that I could do at that point. I couldn't take carriers and battleships and whatnot. I had to just rely on what I was getting from scouts and fighters. And eventually that was enough, but it took a long time. But since then, I've taken out a couple battleships. I captured a praetor. So, at that point, I mean, you're doing pretty good. You've probably got enough alenium and alloys. But we, even if if we do have enough alloys, I think it's still beneficial to take scouts just because of the stat increases. Every time you take a scout, your soldiers are going to be getting some stat increases, which is really a big deal, and it's going to help out a lot. I could have actually probably just taken a lot of lower level soldiers and brought them on this mission and kind of leveled them up. Again, that's another good way to do it. If you want to have your main team and then a backup team and then a backup team for the backup team, scouts are a good way to make that happen. So really, like, there's no downside to farming scouts, I think, other than the time it takes. And I mean, if you're playing this game, then you're probably going to put some time into it. So may as well go all out. So we're just going to move up here. Probably won't be using those singularity cannons again. And again, I really don't even know if I should have those in my party. Maybe one, but I feel like two might be too much. But I'm kind of preparing myself for the end game, and I don't know. Like, maybe I'll want two of them in the end game. I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to decide that they're very powerful, but they're also very dangerous. Actually, I think I will use not that singularity cannon, the other one. Singularity cannon. There he is. I think I will use this singularity cannon to try to blast open this door. Okay, and let's give it a shot. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And there we go. That is a powerful piece of equipment, ladies and gentlemen. So again, we are playing on the Community Edition. I've got the latest updates that are available January 1st, 2021. There he is. Let's get one of these guys to come in. Now that little glitch that I was talking about, that has happened to me on the Community Edition, on the regular edition, and when I had some mods involved, and when I didn't. So it's literally happened to me on every possible variation of this game. Well, not every possible variation, but all of the variations that I've had on this computer. So it seems to me it was more of an issue just with the file directory and not so much on the game itself. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy out here. And let's bust on in. I am telling you guys, you gotta have shields. Gotta do it. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, well, not what I was going for, but same general premise. I wonder what an electroshock grenade would do to this guy. Let's find out. Not much. Not much at all. Does anybody have a smoke grenade? Yes, you do. So you can go ahead and throw that over there. Maybe get up a little bit farther. Oop, had to stifle a sneeze there. There we go. Okay, we got at least two more in the back room. And there he goes. So you'll notice these guys, they don't have stun batons on them. Again, I already captured the Praetor, so there's really no reason to have those. They are still nice to have sometimes. You can do a lot with them, but now that we're researching mag weaponry, uh, I don't think they're incredibly important to have around at this point. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna throw a flashbang in there. Okay, there we go. And let's get everybody in here. Alright, and that is how you do it. Got a promotion to captain, promotion to major, a couple lieutenants down here from our sergeants who were just privates a few battles ago. A lot of stat increases. Oh, look at that, he got a bravery up. Now, this is maybe you guys can help me out with this. Every time I have some really low level people, like, like privates or corporals or even sergeants who I'm kind of training up along with my captains and my majors and all that, they tend to get bravery boosts. But you see, nobody else here got a bravery boost. Like none of the majors got one. Nobody else got one, but this sergeant lieutenant guy, he did. So I don't know. Do any of you guys know how that works? Because I don't, but I have noticed that my lower level people tend to get bravery increases if I take them on missions with my higher level people. But I think for right now, we're going to kind of end it there. I would like to do one more episode on like a carrier or a battleship, and then we'll get into Operation Endgame. So it has been awesome. Again, I'm Cliff, and this is Xenonauts Insane Iron Man Community Edition, The Late Game.